Have you ever wondered what you can create from junk journaling? Picture this: a rainy afternoon, the soft sound of raindrops tapping against your window, and a cozy nook filled with an assortment of forgotten treasures. You rummage through drawers, old magazines, and even that pile of receipts you've been meaning to throw away. What if I told you that within this chaos lies an incredible opportunity to unleash your creativity and tell your story? Junk journaling is much more than just repurposing scraps. It's a vibrant form of self-expression that turns the mundane into something magical. Imagine taking a torn page from a vintage book, a colorful snippet from an old postcard, or even a dried flower you pressed last summer. As you gather these fragments, you're not just collecting junk. You're curating a personal narrative filled with memories, emotions, and inspiration. Now let's dive into the experience. You sit down with your journal, surrounded by your collected treasures, and you feel a spark of excitement. With each piece you adhere to the pages, you watch as your story unfolds. Perhaps you're creating a visual diary of your travels, capturing the essence of places you've visited through ticket stubs and photographs. Or maybe you're documenting your daily life, transforming mundane moments into art that reflects your unique perspective. As you continue to embellish your journal, you find that it becomes a sanctuary for your thoughts and feelings. It's a place where you can express joy, sadness, or nostalgia. Whatever you're experiencing in that moment, the act of junk journaling is therapeutic. It allows you to slow down, reflect, and find beauty in the ordinary. Each page becomes a canvas, a testament to your creativity, and a reminder that even the most insignificant items can hold profound meaning. But the beauty of junk journaling doesn't stop there. It's an invitation to connect with others who share this passion. Imagine joining a community of fellow junk journal enthusiasts, exchanging tips and showcasing your creations. You might find inspiration in their work, discovering new techniques or themes to explore in your own journal. It's a shared journey that celebrates individuality while fostering camaraderie. So, have you ever thought about what you can create from junk journaling? It's more than just an artistic endeavor. It's a way to reclaim the past, reflect on the present, and dream about the future. It's about transforming what once felt like clutter into a treasure trove of inspiration. So gather your supplies, let your imagination run wild, and dive into the world of junk journaling. You might just find that the most beautiful stories come from the most unexpected places. Have you ever felt a tingle of excitement at the thought of starting something new? Today, I want to introduce you to a concept that's been capturing my imagination: junk journaling. Picture this: a blank canvas made from an assortment of discarded treasures, waiting for your unique touch. It's not just a craft. It's an adventure that invites you to explore your creativity in the most delightful way. When I first heard about junk journaling, I was immediately intrigued. The idea of taking what others might consider junk, old receipts, magazine clippings, fabric scraps, and even bits of nature, and transforming them into something beautiful felt like a secret waiting to be uncovered. What if I could channel my thoughts, memories, and inspirations into a journal that tells my story, page by page? The thought alone sent a rush of excitement through me. I can already envision the process. I picture myself wandering through thrift stores and flea markets, my heart racing as I sift through forgotten items. A vintage postcard with a faded image, a colorful candy wrapper, or a beautifully patterned fabric. Each piece holds a story, waiting to be woven into my journal. The thrill of discovery is palpable, and the possibilities feel endless. As I gather my materials, I imagine the quiet moments spent at my desk, a cozy nook filled with my newfound treasures. Armed with scissors, glue, and an open mind, I'll begin to create. I can almost hear the soft sound of paper tearing, the satisfying crunch of crumpling a page, and the gentle scrape of my pen as I jot down thoughts and memories. Each layer I add will be a reflection of who I am, a glimpse into my life, my passions, and my dreams. The beauty of junk journaling lies in its freedom. There are no rules, no right or wrong way to do it. It's about embracing imperfections and celebrating the beauty in chaos. I can collage, doodle, write, or even paint, the journal becomes a safe space for self-expression. It's exhilarating to think that I'll be able to create something completely unique, a tangible representation of my journey. And the best part? The joy of sharing this experience with others. I can already imagine connecting with fellow junk journal enthusiasts, exchanging ideas, and showcasing our creations. It's a community where creativity flourishes and inspiration is abundant. So here I stand on the brink of this new adventure, ready to dive into the enchanting world of junk journaling. I can't wait to document my thoughts, capture memories, and let my imagination soar. If you've ever considered trying your hand at junk journaling, I wholeheartedly encourage you to join me. Let's embrace the beauty of the forgotten and discover the magic that lies within the pages of our own unique stories. Who knows what incredible creations await us? As I stood on the threshold of my junk journaling adventure, a wave of excitement washed over me, quickly followed by a creeping sense of doubt. I could envision the vibrant pages filled with creativity and memories, yet I was also acutely aware of the challenges that lay ahead. Would I actually be able to turn my vision into reality? One of the first hurdles I faced was the nagging concern about materials. I had a few scraps of paper and some old magazines lying around, but was that enough? I scoured my living space, rummaging through drawers and closets, hoping to find hidden treasures. Instead, I found a jumble of forgotten items, an old receipt, a broken pencil, and a single, faded photograph. My heart sank a little. Could I really create something beautiful with such limited resources? It felt daunting, as if I was trying to paint a masterpiece with only a few colors. The uncertainty of where to begin was another hurdle that loomed large. I sat down with my small collection of materials and stared at the blank pages of my journal, feeling overwhelmed. Where do I start? Should I create a collage, write a poem, or perhaps capture a moment from my day? My mind swirled with ideas, but I couldn't seem to settle on one. What if I made a mistake? What if my pages turned out looking like a chaotic mess instead of the beautiful creations I'd imagined? I found myself paralyzed, torn between inspiration and fear. I kept thinking of all the junk journaling videos I had watched, filled with stunning layouts and artistic flair. How could I possibly measure up? The comparison game was strong, and I wondered if I was even cut out for this creative endeavor. Yet, amid this uncertainty, a small voice within urged me to push through. I reminded myself that junk journaling is about embracing imperfections and celebrating the journey. It's not about crafting a perfect piece of art. It's about expressing myself and finding joy in the process. I took a deep breath and decided to lean into the chaos, trusting that the act of creating would guide me. So, I gathered my meager materials, opened my journal, and allowed myself to explore without judgment. I began to tear pages from old magazines, arranging them haphazardly on the blank canvas before me. With each piece I laid down, the initial doubt started to fade, replaced by a sense of liberation. I realized that the magic of junk journaling doesn't come from having the perfect supplies or a clear plan. It comes from the willingness to dive in and see what unfolds. In sharing these initial doubts, I hope to resonate with anyone who has hesitated to start their own creative journey. If you find yourself facing challenges or uncertainties, know that you're not alone. Embrace the imperfections, lean into the process, and remember that every great creation begins with a single step. As I embarked on my junk journaling journey, the first step was a thrilling adventure in gathering materials. I felt like a treasure hunter, scouring my home and beyond for bits and pieces that would breathe life into my journal. I rummaged through drawers filled with forgotten items, unearthing old postcards, ticket stubs, and even a crumpled-up map from a road trip long past. Each find felt like a little victory, a reminder of moments that were worth preserving. My excitement grew as I ventured outside. I visited thrift stores, where I sifted through stacks of vintage books and magazines, my fingers dancing over the colorful pages. I carefully selected items that resonated with me. A whimsical illustration, a beautifully scripted quote, and even a few pages from an old children's book that sparked nostalgia. I also collected natural elements, dried flowers and leaves that I had pressed over the summer, each one a little piece of nature that I couldn't wait to incorporate into my journal. With my treasure trove in hand, I returned home, eager to begin. The first challenge was organizing everything. I spread my materials out on the table, creating a colorful landscape of paper, fabric, and memories. As I looked at the array before me, inspiration struck. I decided to sort the materials by theme: travel, nature, and personal reflections. This organization allowed me to visualize how I could weave these elements into my journal, making the process feel less overwhelming. When it came to actual techniques, I embraced a mix of collage and free-form design. I started by tearing and cutting pieces from magazines and my collected papers, letting the shapes guide me rather than adhering to a strict plan. I loved the raw edges of torn paper, the way they added texture and a sense of spontaneity to the pages. I experimented with layering, placing a vibrant floral piece over a vintage map, then adding a handwritten note about a cherished memory. Each layer added depth, creating a story that unfolded with every turn of the page. As I worked, I found creative ideas bubbling to the surface. I began to incorporate pockets made from envelopes to hold ticket stubs or little notes. I used washi tape to add pops of color and to secure delicate items, transforming an ordinary page into a vibrant tableau. I even started doodling in the margins, letting my pen wander freely, creating whimsical borders that reflected my mood. One of my favorite moments came when I decided to create a gratitude page. I gathered small scraps of paper and wrote down things I was thankful for, from the beauty of a sunset to the laughter shared with friends. I embellished the page with dried flowers and a hand-drawn heart, turning it into a visual reminder of positivity that I could revisit whenever I needed a boost. Throughout this process, I felt a deep sense of connection to the materials and the memories they represented. Each piece I added was like a thread woven into the fabric of my life, transforming ordinary moments into something extraordinary. The act of creating my junk journal became a beautiful meditation, a way to reflect on my past, celebrate my present, and dream about my future. As I flipped through the pages, a wave of satisfaction washed over me. This journal was no longer just a collection of scraps. It was a vibrant tapestry of my experiences, emotions, and creativity. I realized that junk journaling wasn't just about preserving memories. It was about embracing the journey of creation itself. And with each turn of the page, I felt more inspired to continue this artistic exploration, knowing that the possibilities were endless. As I immersed myself in the world of junk journaling, each moment felt like a new adventure. But one particular experience stands out as the most satisfying and surprising of all. It was a rainy afternoon, the kind that invites creativity to flow freely, and I found myself in a delightful state of exploration, surrounded by my colorful array of materials. I had been working on a spread dedicated to my love for nature, a theme close to my heart. I had gathered pressed leaves, snippets of floral fabric, and pages from an old gardening book. But as I laid everything out, I felt a bit stuck. How could I bring all these elements together in a way that felt cohesive and inspired? I took a step back, letting my mind wander, when suddenly, a breakthrough idea struck me like a bolt of lightning. What if I created a nature walk page that not only showcased my materials, but also told a story? With that idea in mind, I grabbed a blank page and began to sketch a winding path that meandered through a lush garden. It was a simple line drawing, but as I worked, I felt a surge of excitement. I envisioned the path leading to different sections of the page, each representing a different aspect of nature that I cherished. I began to cut out my pressed leaves, delicately arranging them along the path as if they were stepping stones. The transformation was immediate. The leaves added texture and dimension, and I could almost hear the rustle of the trees as I worked. Then, I reached for the floral fabric and cut it into small flowers, gluing them along the sides of the path. The vibrant colors popped against the background, and I felt an overwhelming sense of joy as the page began to come to life. But the real magic happened when I decided to incorporate a few personal reflections. I grabbed my pen and started writing little snippets of memories associated with each element, like the time I collected leaves with my grandmother or the joy of planting seeds in my garden. As I wrote, I felt an emotional connection deepen, turning this page into more than just a design. It became a heartfelt tribute to the moments that shaped my love for nature. In that moment, as I stepped back to admire my work, I was taken aback by the beauty of it all. What had started as a simple idea blossomed into a vibrant, meaningful piece that not only showcased my materials, but also captured my essence. The winding path, adorned with leaves and flowers, felt like a visual representation of my journey through life, each memory a step along the way. The satisfaction of seeing my vision materialize before my eyes was exhilarating. I couldn't help but smile as I flipped through the pages of my journal, realizing that this was more than just a creative project. It was a way to connect with my past, express my feelings, and celebrate the beauty of the world around me. That moment of creativity, that unexpected breakthrough, solidified my love for junk journaling. It taught me that sometimes the most rewarding experiences come from embracing spontaneity and allowing your imagination to guide you. From that point on, I approached my journal with a newfound enthusiasm, eager to see what other surprises awaited me on this artistic journey. Each page became a canvas for exploration, and I couldn't wait to uncover the stories that were just waiting to be told. As I reflect on my journey through the world of junk journaling, I am struck by how profoundly this experience has reshaped my perspective on creativity and the concept of recycling. What began as a simple curiosity evolved into a vibrant exploration of self-expression, where every discarded piece of paper and forgotten trinket became a source of inspiration. Through the process of creating my junk journal, I learned that creativity knows no bounds. It thrives in the most unexpected places, often hidden within what we perceive as junk. I discovered that the items we overlook, old postcards, fabric scraps, and even packaging, can be transformed into beautiful, meaningful art forms. Each piece I incorporated told a story, weaving together fragments of my life into a tapestry of memories. This realization ignited a spark of inspiration within me. I began to see the potential in everything around me, recognizing that creativity is not confined to traditional materials or methods. It is about harnessing our unique perspectives and finding beauty in the ordinary. Moreover, my journey taught me the importance of embracing imperfections. In junk journaling, there's a freedom that comes with accepting that not every page will be perfect. The charm lies in the raw edges, the mismatched colors, and the spontaneous decisions made along the way. I learned to let go of the fear of judgment and to celebrate the process itself. Each mistake became an opportunity for growth, a chance to explore new techniques and ideas without the pressure of perfection weighing me down. This newfound perspective extended beyond creativity and seeped into my understanding of recycling. I realized that junk journaling is not just about repurposing materials. It's a beautiful act of mindfulness and sustainability. By giving new life to forgotten items, I became more aware of the waste we often take for granted. I felt empowered to make conscious choices, transforming what could have ended up in a landfill into something meaningful and expressive. This shift in mindset encouraged me to seek out other ways to reduce waste in my daily life, whether it was by upcycling household items or simply being more intentional about my consumption. Ultimately, making my junk journal became a journey of self-discovery. It opened my eyes to the power of creativity as a tool for reflection and connection. I learned that art is not just about the end product. It's about the stories we tell, the experiences we share, and the joy we find in the making. This journey has taught me to embrace spontaneity, to cherish the beauty in imperfection, and to celebrate the potential of the ordinary. As I continue to fill the pages of my journal, I carry these lessons with me, eager to explore new avenues of creativity and to inspire others to see the world through a lens of possibility. Junk journaling has transformed my relationship with materials, with art, and with myself. It has become a reminder that within the chaos of life, there lies an abundance of beauty waiting to be uncovered, one piece of junk at a time. As we wrap up this beautiful exploration of junk journaling, I want to take a moment to connect with you, our vibrant community of creative souls. I hope you felt the same spark of inspiration that ignited my journey, and I'm eager to hear from you. Have you tried your hand at junk journaling? What unique materials have you used, or what memorable moments have you captured in your own journal? Your stories are the heartbeat of our community, and I invite you to share your experiences in the comments below. Whether you've created stunning pages filled with nostalgia, or are just starting out and feeling a bit hesitant, your voice matters. Each comment enriches our space and inspires others to embark on their own creative adventures. Let's celebrate the joy of making together. And if you've enjoyed this dive into junk journaling, I have even more in store for you. Be sure to check out our other videos related to crafting, where we explore different techniques and ideas to fuel your creativity. From painting to scrapbooking, there's a world of inspiration waiting just for you. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more fellow creatives who are looking to explore their artistic sides. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you're always updated on our latest content. We have so much more to share, and I can't wait for you to join us on this journey. Lastly, tap that notification bell so you never miss a moment of creativity. Together, let's continue to inspire, create, and share the joy of crafting. I can't wait to see your comments and hear your stories. Let's keep this creative conversation going.